streets, corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss the ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war.
What's going on, everybody? Hello, wonderful peoples of the internet. It is good to see everyone today on this delightful Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. on the dot Eastern Standard Time. What's going on, everyone? It's 60s, I think, high 60s here in New York City, and it's a wonderful day to stream. It is time to cry. Now is the time to cry. What's up, 1298? Hello, everyone, today. Welcome to Shadowgazer. Hello, Sakitsu. Hello, Sademon. What's up, Psychotic? Hey, Graydon. What's up, Don Taked? What's up, Arcades? What is up, 1298? What is up, Felix? What is up, Satobo? What is up, Glog? What's going on, everybody? It is a pleasure to have everyone in here today, and yeah, we're going to have some fun and play some games, because that's what we like to do. Couple of announcements first before we get that underway. Just a couple of reminders about things. This is my normal Tuesday cast, so I will be going for about 4.5 hours, something like that. I should be ending up around 7 o'clock or so. We will do our usual giveaway at the end of the stream. I don't know then what's happening for the rest of the week. As I mentioned last week, because this is Thanksgiving week, everything is up in the air after today. I may stream 4 more times. I may stream once. I may stream none. I may stream 5 times. I don't know. Everything is up in the air. The best guess is that I'm going to get a chance to stream another couple of times, but I don't know how many exactly. So you'll just have to bear with me. That's what happens with Tuesday. That's what happens on a Thanksgiving week. So, and then next week, starting on Tuesday, we will be back to our normal schedule. I am continuing to play Phoenix Wright until I finish it. I would say that I'm probably a little past halfway at this point. When I finish this game, I'm going to be completing my Ultima Underworld run, and then after that, I have to make a decision because I basically have a choice between Dragon Age Inquisition, which I am leaning towards. I also could play Trails of Sky, which Burner gave me, and I'm interested in trying that out, and Assassin's Creed 4. So one of those three games, I haven't decided which one. Once we finish that game, whatever that happens to be, we will do another Fighting Fantasy game book. This one will be Talisman of Death as we move forward in that series. And then after that, we'll sort of take stock and see where things stand. The other thing is that I have an interview coming up with the Shadowgate developer, the updated Shadowgate, the remake of Shadowgate. That's going to be coming sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm just trying to get a date nailed down. Same thing with the Obsidian folks who are doing Pillars of Eternity. I have an interview coming up with them. That's probably the next month and a half or so that we're getting set up for that. So that is what we are looking for. Hey, what's up, Marukujin? Sorry, Maruku Kujin. Yes, turkey time. And Dragon Age, it's very seriously, I'm thinking about it. I'm considering. What's up, Clog? Hiding, lurking, and watching with the Banhammer. Yeah, I'm seriously considering Dragon Age Inquisition. I think by the time I get to it, I'll be able to do it then. One of the reasons I didn't want to play it right off is that I didn't feel like competing with 80 other people streaming the exact same game. And I wanted to give people a chance who are playing it to play it so then they can watch it. And I wanted to give people a chance to sort of for some of the early hype to die down so that I can get the people in here who are still interested and want to watch it, but not necessarily, have to compete with the 80 other people that were streaming it. So that is what we're looking to do. I'm leaning towards doing that one because I have been excited about that game. But as I say, Trails of Sky, I definitely want to give a try to, and I've got to get back to the Assassin's Creed series at some point. So we will see. But that is what we're looking at over the next couple of months or so. I am towards the end of my semester. I'm finishing up grading. I did a lot of grading over the last few days. And so I'm looking forward to a little bit more of a relaxing week. Then we'll have the end of the semester push. Also have had some very exciting developments on the writing side as of late over the last week or so. A lot of good movement on publishing and writing projects, and I can't share them with you folks yet because I'm not allowed to, but I am looking forward to sharing that with you guys. You will, of course, be the first to know. Actually, the second to know after my wife, but after that, you guys will be the first to know. So anyway, that's what's going on with me and Phoenix Wright today. Hey, Leshrak, what's up, Diddy? So yes, so that's what we're doing. So let me get rid of this. Let me put on this. Welcome to everybody. I'm wearing my Boston Red Sox hat proudly, or should I say, the hat soon to be worn by Hanley Ramirez and Kung Fu Panda Pablo Sandoval. Just wanted to say. Just saying. I'm just saying this will be the same hat that they're wearing. I'm just pointing that out. It's just a reality, and I just thought that people should know. It's been a fun time in New York for someone who's not a New York sports fan to watch the New York Jets get crushed. Sorry, Satobo. To watch the Giants lose again. And to be a non-New York fan, so I get to listen to sports radio with everyone calling up being really upset, while meantime, my teams continue to do well. Your cat has decided her belly has been massaged enough today and your hands are now free. Excellent, Psychotic. I'm glad that your cat has allowed that to happen. That was very kind of your cat. You should thank your cat for giving you the freedom to actually, be a part of the stream. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I wonder, go Cowboys. Yeah, you know what, Sadiman? I'll tell you what, man. I don't have a particular opinion one way. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I don't have a particular opinion one way or the other about the Cowboys, except to say that they are surprisingly good. Des Bryant's real good. And boy, for all the people who hate on Tony Romo and what a terrible quarterback he allegedly is in big spots, all you need to see is what happens when he plays versus what happens when Brandon Weeden plays. All of a sudden, the Cowboy fans are like, Tony Romo was really great. Like, nope. Nope, I'm not removing trash from head. Ah, that sucks, Leshrak. The pain you have is in the wallet department. That sucks, dude. Hey, Gino, what's up, man? Fire Mike Smith. Yeah, Diddy, what is going on down there? You know what, Diddy? I don't know why you're saying that, man. His team is only a game out of first place. Do you know that, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, American football, I have to say, there is the good possibility this year that a 6-10 team could actually win the division and get into the playoffs. A team that's 4 games under 500, because that whole division sucks. And do you know why they suck? Because they've been playing the AFC North, where the Pittsburgh Steelers play, and so they've been destroying them. In fact, the only AFC North team to have lost to an NFC South team is the Steelers, who lost to Tampa Bay. You know, if the Steelers had beaten, the Steelers are 7-4. If the Steelers had beaten the Jets, who are horrible, and the and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are horrible, they would currently be 9-2, and they would be battling for the top of the AFC with the Patriots. It is amazing how that team can fall down to the level of its opponents, man. It's absolutely crazy. Still first place. I know, 5-11. I really want that to happen. I so badly want a 5-11 team to get into the playoffs, because it's the same reason that I love college basketball. I love watching college basketball, and I love watching these little mini tournaments where these teams like Florida International or something, you know, they win 12 games and lose 25 games or something, but they somehow have this miraculous run to the... I love that stuff, man. I love that. I totally want that for reals. Yeah, go ahead, Pav. What's going on, man? Sure, you can post a screenshot, assuming it's, you know, allowed for public consumption. Anyway, Phoenix Wright, people. I am looking forward to a little bit of objection. So, yeah. So let's do it. Let's get it on, and let's move into Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's actually do that by going to the right screen. Yes, that's the one I was looking for. And it was there somewhere. I know. It would be history. It'd be crazy, man. I'd love to see it. Would love to see it. I wouldn't love to see it, I guess, if they ended up facing my team and beating them, but since they're in the NFC anyway, I don't really have to worry about that until the Super Bowl. Where is my thing? There it is. Did you say hemp flower? I did not know that. Ah, that's interesting. Yep, well, they turned out to be right, didn't they? Except that was a good thing. That was basically a good thing for the European Union, though, Pav. For the countries in Europe. That's basically a good thing for them. It allowed them to compete economically. It allowed them to stop basically trying to beat the hell out of each other every 3 seconds in a war. You know? Yeah, it's cool stuff. Alrighty. Here we go. Turnabout Samurai, Day 3. Investigation. Oh, wait. Oh, I almost forgot my thing. You guys, I almost forgot the thing. Hold on a second. Hold on just a moment. Can't believe you guys were going to let me start a Phoenix Wright day without doing this. You know, how could you... I swear, guys. I'm really disappointed that you didn't have that... that you didn't tell me about it at the beginning. October 19th. Oops, sorry. Hold on. This is... Stop. Okay, there we go. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. There we go. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So, what happened? Oh, well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow! Good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. The initial trial. No soundboard. Oh, that's not true. Hey, what's up, Done Ticket? And yes, they are DT770s Pro 250. They're not actually Pro 250s, I don't think. I think they're just DT770s. Don, what's up, Garo? They are DT770s. They are the best headphones I've ever owned. They are amazing. And I actually have 2 pairs of them. I actually have 2 pairs of the DT770s. They're pretty awesome. So hello, Garo. I don't know, Pav. It's not one big country. Come on now. The same separate languages and cultures and tastes exist. There we go. Okay. Right. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? This is the as you know Bob moment. What's up, Elswin? Yeah, these are awesome, Don. The only thing I'll say about these headphones, really, I have no complaints about them almost at all. They sound phenomenal. They're super comfortable. The only complaint I have about these is, especially in the summer, these are really hot. Like, Inam Anada, who you guys know, is a friend of mine, another streamer on here. Inam says that he hates hot ear, and that's basically where, because these are closed, I hate the sort of headphones that are on the ear because they kill my ears. And I could use the earbuds, but then the problem is the earbuds don't give me as good sound sort of in my ears, in my head. Although I might, if I wasn't going to use these, I probably would use earbuds. But as a consequence, they sweat, and that means that the sort of the kind of the cloth, soft, whatever you know, the ear cones, the ear cups, are kind of, you know, they get a little sweaty and a little grody, which means you have to clean them. So that's the only thing. But other than that, I think they're phenomenal, and they're not that expensive anymore. I've actually owned these for like 6 or 7 years now. These are great. I love these. Sennheisers are good too. Sennheisers are good too, but these are really, really awesome. I could not say enough about these. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. The Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Moist ears. Yeah, exactly, Elsman. They're being unified into one gray mass, so that's interesting, Pop. So wait, you're saying that the whole destruction of Europe... Hang on a sec, hang on a sec, Pop. Are you telling me that the destruction of Europe begins with the unification of beer? What you're really worried about, Pop, is a beer union. This is European... You're worried about a bureau. Instead of the euro, you're worried about a bureau, right? Is that what you're saying? Aw, thanks, Fallen. That's so sweet of you. What's up, Fallen? How you doing, man? What happened with the doctor's testimony? Or director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP, Powers, right. Let's do it. One does not simply stop playing DA. I foresee beer riots, exactly. Whippersnap! Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dragon. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a tough call, but I think I'm leaning to Dragon Age Inquisition. The person, by the way, I'm getting that game for free because IAK Enforcer is buying it for me for no reason. I was like, I didn't ask for it. I never ask anyone for games. He's like, shut up, I'm getting it for you. I'm like, okay. All right, then. So, all right, let's go talk to Wolverine. What's up, Hugh Jackman? October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Look like you're about to burst into tears. Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed him in there. You could stop looking so vulnerable, too. Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha ha! I'm not really sure what I could do either. I love they're like, ha, we're screwed. Oh, gosh. Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright, let's chat. Let's talk about this bizarre producer, Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. What have you heard? Tell me the story. Yeah, see, exactly. Glog is one of the worst offenders. I was talking to, who was I talking about this? I was talking to Inaminatus about this, and I realized Inam had said that he had made the mistake of mentioning something on cast, and immediately someone bought it for him. It's the same way with me, man. I can't be like, oh, I think this game happened with Massive Chalice. I was like, oh, you know what looks cool? Massive Chalice. Literally because I had seen an article about it that morning. Next thing I know, from Glog, here's a gift, Massive Chalice. I'm like, God damn it. And then Glog's like, haha. I'm like, God, son of a... You know? It's crazy. You guys are way, way too generous. But anyway, yeah, so that happened. I mentioned Dragon Age Inquisition, and then IK was like, hey, let me buy it for you. I'm like, hey, what? I didn't ask for that. And then he was like, shut up. I was like, okay, that's great. Oh, yes, by the way, thank you for the CTT thing. If you guys have not done so already, please click to tweet. I forgot to mention this before. Please also check this out. My past broadcasts are on YouTube, so please go and subscribe there. I've got 82 subscribers now. Hey, welcome to the Arbonauts, Turbler. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Arbonauts. Can we get a new follower for Turbler? So my YouTube. And then the last thing is the Steam group, which is over here, and that is where we basically hang out. Oh, thanks, Vaughn. This is basically where we hang out between casts, essentially. So we hang out there, and that's where we have the forums. I also put announcements on the Steam, on my Steam group before I actually go live, usually earlier than before I go live on the stream as well. So those are things you can do as well. And welcome to the Arbonauts, Turbler. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Minella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. I could tell that, actually. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Minella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Haha, nice. Oh, nice. Well, you are now, Elswin, so... Thank you for signing up. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. Hey, what's up with the tent? He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. Aha! A connection. 5 years ago. Interesting. See if there's anything I can actually show him. Probably isn't. Okay, I've already shown him that. Alright, let's go investigate and find out what the deal is. We gotta go to the studio. The plot thickens. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate, Old Bag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. It's funny. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. That's funny. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Minella, the director? Sal? Yours keeps failing? I'm not dropping frames on my side. Sorry, guys. It's the same settings that it always is. Is anyone else having trouble? I mean, I'm fine on my end. I don't know. Sorry, the only thing I can suggest is another browser. And I forget who it was. Somebody was on the stream, but I don't remember who it was, talking about a new method of being able to watch. It was using VLC, but being able to watch without using the browser. And I don't remember what it was, but that's just another suggestion I'm thinking of. I don't know. Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Check the server ping. Alright, give me a second. Let's see. Let's check the server ping. Yeah, mine says, yeah, I actually need to download that program, but from what I can tell, everything looks fine. There's not much of a ping on my end. I mean, there's not a, it seems green on my end. So, yeah. So hopefully we'll kind of hang in there. Maya's always naive. Yeah, it's true. No, it doesn't, Maya. Let's talk about Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. Arg! I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his start out from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal. A thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Man, that zombie thing. Old bag. Stipper Whapper. Hey, what's up, Mining Miner? What's going on, man? Oh, Hammer, my Hammer. Alright, let's go outside Studio 1 and see what we got. October 19th. Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. What's up, EXE? But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. I wonder that too. Mascot of Global Studios. Apparently its name is Mr. Monkey. I already know about that. Alright, let's see. Let's move to outside Studio 2. Oh god. October 19th. Studio 2 entrance. I guarantee she's going to be on the stand. Hey, Nick. It's Ms. Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off! What's up, Stolpen? Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick! She did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me! I know it! I know it! Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. This lady... Listen. You know what, lady? Present! She's not even looking. Okay. Hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? He just shows it to her. So it doesn't work for Vasquez. And so she just turns around and shows... He's like, here, Maya, you look at it. At least that way I won't be ignored. Oh, my God. I wish that when I presented it, I could actually use it as a weapon. Like, maybe if I, like, pointed it at her, I'm like, listen, you talk, lady, or... She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Lady, look at my badge! The badge! Sigh. Let's go to the trailer. Where's Ice-T? I know, right? October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Alright, time to examine some things. Let's take a look at that. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Okay, that's not very useful. These are all the same kinds of photos. Objection! What's up, Taco? What's going on, Taco? How are you, man? The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. Okay, I already read that. Oh my God! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Stuff is all the same kind of thing. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. I already know about that. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents, because God knows documents are never clues. Winter's coming. Winter is coming. That was the alternate title for this. Okay, so that's not going to do anything. Alright, so let's go outside Studio 2 again. Most of the stuff I already looked at. Incinerator, just put this one in. Covered in soot, must not clean up much. Big 2 painted here, so this is the number in Cody's photograph. And to think, if he hadn't brought that photograph in... Don't get all teary-eyed yet. Alright, so that's not going to do it. So I need to move to... See if I can get into Studio 1. Let's go outside Studio 1 here. Oh, nice, Taco. I haven't actually... This is the first time I've played any of them, so... Uh-oh, that's right. I can't get in there anymore, can I? Damn. Uh-oh. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have that card key anymore, so I can't go in there today. Okay. I know about the security camera already. Studio 2. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Aw. Ooh, are they really? Nice. I can see why it's so popular. It's really fun writing. Okay. Come on, old bag. Miss Oldbag? What? Get that filth out of my sight! And you're claiming that's poor old Hammer in there? And I thought you were such an innocent youth! Bah! Have a samurai spirit of the head. Miss Oldbag, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much. Alright, and that's the I don't know what you're showing that to me for thing. That's the same thing. What's up, Apples? Man. The only thing I can think about is the van. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Nah, I gotta go. I assume that I have to go back to... Oh, I forgot the employee area. Okay, good, good. There is one area that I hadn't checked yet. October 19th, Global Studios, employee area. Have I ever mentioned that I happen to like this sound? When I'm walking around, if I had something dramatic happen, it would be awesome to just be able to do this. Around the table at Thanksgiving, please pass me the stuffing. And also the cranberry sauce. And if you wouldn't mind, some turkey. And then how about some apple pie? I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no, no. No touching. Eek! Alright, what's up, Gumshoe? Oh, sorry, pal. I didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean... I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Is that a fact? Let's talk, Gumshoe. Let's talk about that plate. So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. It's not going to be sleeping pills, watch. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So there was sleeping pills on the plate. Oh, sorry. So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Yeah, I got a steak plate. That's what I wanted. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Yeah, clearly you should feel bad for Edgeworth. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa! Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth! Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Good. Yep, you did apples. Remains the employee's lunch scatter. You know, at this point, like 2.5 days in, that lunch has got to be smelling kind of ripe. That leftover one, you know? Burned! T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. I already know about that. Alright, let's move into... Whoops. Yeah. Let's move into the dressing room, shall we? See what we got in there. Oh! Hello. I don't trust... I just want to come out here and say, I don't trust Penny. Just looking at this thing that... With Intent just posted. Ooh, wow. Yeah, look at that. It's like they took out a lot of the pixelation. That's cool. Nice. Nice. Awesome. I want to say right for the record that I have not trusted Penny for a while now, and I still don't trust her. Because she keeps being around all these things that are happening that are a problem. she was the one cleaning up the area. I don't think that she was strong enough to do it, but I bet she's involved somehow. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... See, that's what I mean. She's always cleaning up, like, crime scenes. What? What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! This is this is Maya's reaction just then. Hey, hold on a second. Fail keyboard. This is Maya's reaction. Alright, let's chat, Penny, who I don't trust. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah. What's up, Arcbound? Yeah, Ms. Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. So then she was sent to try to kill the Steel Samurai? Or end the show? And that was Vasquez's was trying to make him do it? Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Well, makes sense. Let's talk about that last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Stream earlier? You're losing your Finnish viewers? I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm already streaming. I started at 2:30. Sometimes I can get on by like 1:30 or 2, but it's not going to be much earlier than that. Sorry, man. Good. Thanks for stopping by, though, EXE. I appreciate it, man. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true! If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure, and by them, I mean me. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Take that! What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Neither do I, Nick. Funny, Dad, I don't either. Oops, let's try that again. Alright. Alright, I didn't know that's what they were asking for. Alright, I'm gonna show him this thing. Path to Glory, take that! And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. What is a freaking intern gonna do about this? She's like, you're right, I'm gonna go tell the studio bigwigs by the power of my non-capable power thing. I'm gonna do it. What's up, Private Palmer? Good to see you, man. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Yes, exactly. Well, for starters, you could tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Aha! Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Ms. Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Ah, Oldbag. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Oldbag. Coming to get ya, coming to get ya, spitting out Oldbag, homie, I'm with ya. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around, Oldbag. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. No, we should ask her about Hammer. 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols? Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume by the power of Aduna. Take that! Oh, Mr. Powers ate T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Ha! I bet Powers put it there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in, and that's what we like to call— Take that! This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer, rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. What's up, Kanumi? Check out the new music, guys. I feel at this point her voice totally changes. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. I had this image of, like, all of a sudden she's like, it's the end of Sunset Boulevard. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. Hey, what's up, Paplaki? He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. I wondered about that. Remember I was asking about why it was that this thing, there's like a prong over here that was bent, and I wondered why the prong was bent. And I was like, why is this like that? Now I know why. I even examined it specifically. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Alright, we're going to move there right now to Studio 2. Which means we go there outside Studio 1. And then we move to outside Studio 2. Before I talk to you... That's what I'm talking about. That thing right there. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Ah, damn it. Alright, I guess I gotta talk to her first. Alright, Vasquez. Time to fess up. Oh. I present to you, Miss Vasquez, something we like to call Aduna. Take that! She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Oh, old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. I was able to gather the meaning. Right. Anyway, Ms. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Right, where she's going to try to threaten me. Trailer time. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident! Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. I was waiting for them to say it wasn't an accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer, as you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched that out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She is an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys! Hadouken! Well, crap. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? Because she made him do it. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Sorry, Knoomy. Oh yeah, Gumshoe! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Yeah, Gumshoe, what's up? Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. Yeah, Gumshoe! Can I get a yo for justice? I'll be looking forward to it. Can I get a yo for justice, chat? Yo for Gumshoe. Hey, you okay, pal? Well, sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I was doing my job. Get a yo for justice. Oh my god, the delay must be terrible. Wow, you guys must have like an 18-second delay. My gosh. That delay must be nightmarish. Iverson comes into the yos. Finally doing his job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. Save cleared stage date at this point? Yes. October 20th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. The battle with Vasquez. I don't always beat witnesses, but when I do, I prefer D. Vasquez. 19 seconds. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that delay, guys. It's not on my end. Ugh, sorry, guys. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Oh, your delay is like 6 seconds? Oh, nice, Arcades. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Well, actually, let's do a test, guys. Let's do a test. Can I get from you guys, can you say objection? You can either type it in or just do the command, and I'm going to count how long it takes. So type in objection for me, please. Okay, 12 seconds. Okay, so Arcades was 12 seconds and everyone else was about 14 to 15. So the average is about 14 to 15 seconds. Okay, that sounds right. Thanks, guys. Alright, cool. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so it's about 15 seconds. Alright, hopefully it will improve over time. What's up, Gecko? Hi, Zimmy. Let's go. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. And Worth. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. I bet she ordered Hammer to do the murder. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Oh my god. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Witness testimony, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. No, you can't. No, you cannot. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Arcbound. Low-hanging fruit, man. Low-hanging fruit. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. The whole van is added to the court record. What's up, Batty? I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. The final battle. Cross-examination. Day of the murder. Okay, sorry. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Hold it! By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this Terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. Hold it! Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Present. What's up, Thorg? Present the van in court. He just drives the van up. You know, I would love for some programmer, just as a joke, to have put in an option where you could be like, I call the van to the stand. You know, like Edgeworth calls the van, and the van is just sitting there in the court, and then like, and Phoenix is like, what about this? Objection! He starts like pointing at the van, and Edgeworth is like, I don't even. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Hold it! I may interrupt you as much as I want. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold it! Exactly. Hold it, Van. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean, other than the thing that we're all thinking? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh my god. So many double entendres. So many. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Hold it! And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. I'll hit my desk as much as I want to, lady. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Because it's awesome, Johan. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Hold it! Notice how I banged on my desk? Oh, come on, bang on the desk, Phoenix. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Alright, let's see. Except, I think... Oh, wait a minute. I wonder how long that van's been there, if it even drives. Well, I should cross-examine the van. "12 o'clock sharp. Let me take a look at the autopsy report. 2:30 p.m. How did you get to Studio 1? How did you get to Studio 1, though? I don't understand. "2:15 and 4 o'clock. Okay. Objection! Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? She's tired from all the murdering. Apples from all the taking. Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare! Ms. Vasquez, Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. Let's see. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ah. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Yeah, exactly. You also ate the bone. Because you're actually a werewolf. I would love if it went that direction. Confess, you're actually a werewolf. Just like, raw, she transforms into a werewolf. And then Old Bag out of nowhere turns out to be like Kate Beckinsale from Underworld. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Huh? Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Let's do it, baby. Alright, chat. It's time for a battle of wits. Let's break it down. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Nice. That's awesome, Sir Tiffy. I love Banner Saga. That's awesome, dude. Welcome in, dude. Rap battle. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Dun, 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 dun. Let me check it out now. That's how she did it. That's how she did it. He was outside the trailer. She knocked the Steel Samurai, played by Hammer, on top of the freaking post. Abduya, Aduya, Aduya. This is what I like to call in the game. Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I could sense it too with my fey blood. What? It's not the wrong evidence. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear is not used as a murder weapon. That is the right thing. God bless it. I was so excited about that. Okay. Unless she used the van. Take that! Take that! Nope. Wrong, Mr. Wright. I haven't said anything yet. I know. Blah, blah, blah. Damn, really?
Take that!
What? Alright, I'm confused. Then I don't really know what I'm doing then. I know that it wasn't used as the murder weapon, but I swear that she threw him on top of the fence. That's how it happened. That's why I think that works perfectly. I don't get it. Did you stab him with the T-bone? Yeah, don't make any hints, please. I guess you want me to show you the samurai spear? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Okay, fine. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with the duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? That's okay, then do I get to show the picture of throwing him on top of the thing? What's up, Miv? Order. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Yes, I can tell you. Now get ready for it. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Now I give you Aduna, 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 take that! Look at this photo. What is this? This is the answer as to why you suck, Judge. Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Yes, it is. Order. Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Who called it? Who called it? Whoa? What? Are you saying... I don't understand why the police wouldn't have actually checked to see if the spear was really the murder weapon. Wouldn't that have occurred to them? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Huh? Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Exactly, Thorg. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? Yes, because of your van, lady! How could I have disposed of the body? The incinerator? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Let's see. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Ah, interesting. Let's hear it then, Mr. Wright. Yeah, great stuff, Banner Saga. Please show us how she carried the body. The answer is, I give you... Take that! Van, baby. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. What? Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Ha! So, without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. Huh? I was kidding. To, lighten up the proceedings. Whoops. You can't lighten up a murder? Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest. Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. That's what they used the incinerator for. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? What? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in the battle of... And the result of that battle? You presumed the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh, what do I do now? Ms. Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict. All right. Testify. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. Hey, Top. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn. Come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. He's like, I wanted to do a question, and I didn't. I see. Very well. Objection! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, what's up, Killer J? Edgeworth is like, by time. I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, doesn't matter who he gets the guilty verdict on. Edgeworth. Witness testimony after finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right, I know the key already. Cross-examination after finding the body. The key is, how did Old Bag get there? Old Bag couldn't get there because it was blocked. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady. Hold it! What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before, 4:50. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Nope, press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Hold it! How did the assistant get there? Mr. Powers is taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. You to expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose it explains that. Very well, Ms. Vasquez, you may continue. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. Hold it! What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silent. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Hold it! Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Hold it! You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Hold it! The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? More importantly, how did you get them? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. What? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there'd be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Hold it! How do you know that? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. How did you do that with... Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? Oh. I'm not sure I follow. It clearly, contradicts the, I thought... You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. God damn it. It's something about she can't get back to the trailer. Alright, she went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. This is wrong. That's not right. Nice, Thorg. Mr. Wright, what you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this courtroom is now dumber for having listened to it. I overrule your objection. And may God have mercy on your soul. That is one of the great quotes of all time. And then you forgot the follow-up to that, which is where the guy says, a simple no would have been fine, jeez. What's up, Paulo? Hey, Reps guy. Oh, really? Yeah, this is good stuff, Rep. Oh, God alive. It's something to do about her getting from Studio 2 to Studio 1. That's the issue. And Powers showed up. Something here is not adding up, but I'm not seeing... The thing that I'm thinking is I don't know how she got back from Trailer 2 to Trailer 1. Blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m. So they took their break at 2:15. Ask myself questions. Hey, what's up, Weasel? This is episode 3. Oh, God almighty. I called the police. Powers showed up. Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to... Objection! Damn it. Something is not clicking with my mind here. It has something to do with the studios where it took place. Like, because what we know... Okay. Let me go back over this. So, he's killed at 2:30. We know that this thing blocked the path, the scene of the crime, between 2:15 and 4 p.m. So, he was killed in front of Studio 2. We know that he was killed in front of Studio 2. What I want to know is how Oldbag got there. How did Oldbag get there if this was blocked off? But I've already tried that and it said it didn't matter. No, I tried that already. I tried when they arrived, you know, I tried the one already when they arrived together. Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. And then why did you go back to get them? Yeah, I'm trying to do that with intent. I'm trying to think about what I do know. I mean, I know that the crime was committed at 2:30. I know that it wasn't pierced through chest by a spear. It wasn't a spear. It was when she fell on the fence, which is now bent over. I know that this was blocking the path between 2:15 and 4. Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. Yes. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I mean, I remember that she asked for us to go get the script, but I don't know what I'm supposed to present to her to show her that. I don't... Back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Yeah, and... I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. I'm gonna press her again on this stuff. I don't understand. Something is not clicking with me. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. When exactly did you and Mr. Manel arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. 4:50. 4:50. 4:50. 4:50. So she says she got there at 4:50. Alright, so it was moved after that, so she could have gotten there. Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Yeah, so she could have gotten back there because the head had been moved by then. Called the police, then Powers showed up. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Wait, didn't she say that she went... Wait a second. Oh, that was after she found the body. I mean, the thing is that she said that she had Salmonella drive her over to Studio 1 because she was fatigued, in quotes. I mean, I might be overthinking it with intent, but I don't know, man. What's up, Killer J? I mean, this is the section this is as much as I've gotten stuck in this game so far, Killer J. There's just something that's not clicking in my head. Back to the trailer to get my script. I wanted to actually take my break because I thought the case was going to be over by then. Back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. What is that? Why does that matter? I don't understand why that matters. So Salmonella brought her over to Studio 1. Salmonella brought her over to Studio 1. I was with Sal and Olbeg, the security lady, when we found the body. Yes. Okay, fine. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. This is all happening at 4:50. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. These are really helpful with intent, except that they're just not, I don't understand what that's supposed to mean. I don't know, I know what Vasquez says she knows. I don't know what she would not be able to know. I mean, not based on the evidence I see. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely, oh god. Blah, 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 I don't care about this. Silent, 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 blah, 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 yeah, ha, 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 silent, silent, silent. This is just not clicking in my head. I don't get it. It's not the badge, it's not the spear, it's not the monkey head, it's not the thing. This is a clear contradiction. What is the clear contradiction? Use the van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. Yeah, but I'm not seeing what the proof is. I mean... It's a good question. I don't know where the testimony is weakest. The only lead that I feel like I know for sure is that there's something about her getting from Studio 1 to Studio 2, but that's not it, because that happened after the head had already been moved. So I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I mean, the truth is she asked me to get her script, but I don't have any way to prove that. There's no evidence here that shows that she asked me to get her script. I don't have any evidence that shows that. I don't have a court record or order, it just has the autopsy report. Back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. So it's probably got something to do with this. I knew that Hammer wasn't injured and couldn't do any action scenes. And Sal told her. She knew that Hammer was injured, couldn't do any action scenes, and Sal told her. I don't see how that... Yeah, he helped me right here. Edgeworth helped me right here. He helped me sort of as to the why... How did you know about the Hammer being injured thing? But, like, I don't understand. I don't have any evidence to support that. What is that? I don't have any evidence to do anything about that. Am I supposed to show her the T-bone? Like, I don't understand. Couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Right. So how did she know that Hammer was injured? Because Sal told her. How am I supposed to break down the fact that Sal told her? She's already said that Sal was with her. And it's after the point that the monkey head was moved, so he could get back to the trailer. Time of death, 10:15 to 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. Okay. Photographs, he's dragging one leg. Touch the check button to examine. Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Objection! How did she know? Is it possible that, how could you, because he was going by at 2 o'clock, right? You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? What's up, Sundare? Oh, you gotta soak your foot, Sundare. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh! It was the wrong guy who was injured. Oh! Okay. What's up, Roix? I've already said it was Sal who told me. But that's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez. Actually didn't hear anything, Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order. Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. What's up, D0? Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I have presented the court evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Ms. Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. Hammerfall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and to Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Ms. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Ms. Vasquez's motive. This is my proof. I had a feeling that was going to be it. Because it has to do with the Steel... It has something to do with her wanting to cancel the Steel Samurai. And this tells us why Ms. Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say all that proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. God damn it! Nick, we're so close! Think this one through, please! Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive for murder. What's up, Joy Killer? What? Evidence proving her motive. Why